LeBlanc, but you're not really expecting as GENG that they'll actually put the Lulu in the mid lane necessarily. So I think once you see the Leona lock in, you feel like, well, they wouldn't do this to Chovy, right? They wouldn't actually
spotted on the ward. And now it is 2v3 at this moment in time underneath the turret. Let's see if GENG can actually make this happen. There's no teleport on Chovy. He has cleanse. As in they go, and they're going to burst down the Xin Zhao and get a bunch of damage onto Morgan as well for the bonus.
They knew better not to attack the Gwen. She only has a Doran's blade, but we know how it goes. So much more annoying to deal with here in this lane. Look at Chovy's monobar right now. Johan.
Yeah, he's going to knock him away, but in comes the Rise. He's going to get this long route as Morgan comes over the wall. They're trying to trade damage back as Rascal's been very slippery this game. Able to get the ultimate away from Johan.
The better comp at this stage in the game, and they have Cryo, in fact, as well. See if they try to contest this. A little bit slow, actually, GENG here.
And they're going to come on over, and it looks like they just want to go for the punish as Klid is like, you guys want to fight? Let's fight. I got the invulnerability now coming in. Nobody on the side of HANWHA has gone down, though. As Rascal comes in, he's going to line up a really nice kick, as the Xin Zhao is trying to get some value. Actually, that's the Gwen. Trying to get some value by herself, and can't quite do that as HANWHA thought maybe they could turn it around, but they were proven wrong.
Yeah, that was very close though, and I honestly still kind of,
you know, on his abilities when you land them. Reduce the cooldown of all of his abilities, of course, but it just compounds on that effect. As HANWHA looks like they want to fight this. In they go. It looks like they got the Sorelias as well, but the Taric ultimate is immediately pressed. What are you going to do? They're going to try to get in there as Morgan comes in does Vista as well, and they have huge lineup damage from the Gwen and the Kaisa, just able to kind of burst them down.
That's never where you want to be against this, but they had no choice, and that's the power of Gwen sometimes. I mean, that's super high value. 3,000 damage in basically 3 seconds. And, you know, that's the end of that fight. No longer really able to contest for GENG. Rotations are really good, and, like, this Lulu pick is not what you want to see if you're a Chovy fan, because you want the fireworks, but it's working out very well. And that last fight is just a sign of many other great fights we could see in the future to come. And it's about comms, really, you know, and making sure you're making those right calls. And that's where Chovy's going to have to show different strength today. Here we go.
They want to press their buttons. They want to get in onto Life, who does have a stopwatch into Fate's call, but immediately they're going to get engaged upon. The Involve does come through. That's a really nice stun. The Dazzle gets a lot of value here. And the combo from the side of HANWHA isn't really getting the value. Look at Morgan now. He's all alone on the bottom side as he does get one, but it's only the support and everybody else dies. We mentioned it was going to come down to the execution. GENG absolutely steamrolled him in terms of that.
Yeah, that was
that fight.
That was not it, right? That was the mistake I was talking about. A little bit of overextension from Vista as Klid accidentally gets executed. You can see he puts his finger over his lips right there. He's like, shh, don't talk about that. But, you know, it does happen. He's trying to guarantee that minion survives. Just took an extra shot. But look at how this engage happens here. The Fate's call is so great in moments like this because, okay, they've already used their speed up, right? So they've already used their Shurelias. The Vista goes in. This is what I'm talking about. Fate's call instantly on top of him, and now he's stuck. He's stopwatched, and there's no space for any DPS here. Morgan can't go in because there's no setup for him, and when he finally does, he does a ton of damage, but it's too late. The fight is over, your Leona's dead, and they were almost there. Like, and that's what I was talking about with Chovy. He's going to have to show a different strength than just absolutely popping off on a carry champion. It's going to be about his decision-making. So just actually this one.
용 먹어라, 용 먹어라.
Oops. Anyway, go get the Drake, and then covers his mouth really quick.
All right, well, when in doubt, flip over Baron. And who can blame them? I'm not sure this is going to work. They just want to set up a fight where they can actually get this combo to work out. As now they are going to get on top of Klid, but at this point, I think the wallets are getting pretty heavy. They are really struggling to take him down, as they will eventually. And now Rascal's going to go in alone. It seems like the rest of GENG just didn't want anything to do with this fight.
Rise is like, you know, we don't use this term, but he's the AP carry.
Well, they're getting in now, as you can see, fighting front to back. The damage is there, and in goes the Lee Sin, picks up a massive triple. As Rascal with the Quadra, They're trying to slow down Morgan, but they're not going to catch up to him, and he's full health. So just the Quadra, and now they can do the Baron.
Yeah, I mean, now, like you said right before that fight, now we're starting to talk about the wallets. Now we're starting to talk about the damage, and the rise this fed in an extended fight. His damage throughput is massive. And HANWHA Esports, like you said, it's about the, well, like we've both been saying this entire game, is the execution is important, but I mean, I think a lot of people will be critical of this Lulu draft for Chovy, but for me, you know, I think something has to change for HANWHA eventually. You can't just have, you know, a 1v9 game every game and hope to be an LCK champion and hope to be a Worlds contender. So, they tried.
Well, it's not going to work out this time. We'll see about the future. They're going to get in here to the mist as Rascal, he's trying to set it up again. He's really feeling himself this time around as he's looking for that player of the game vote. And this is just GENG steamrolling them at the end of Game 3. They went down in a very close one in Game 2, but they want to make everybody forget about that game and remember them as the guys on top. Rascal now 9-0-1, and he's going to disable both of the turrets and look for the kills, as GENG do like to do. They're trying to take out Rascal. It's not going to happen. As you try to burst him down, you're not quite able to do that, even as the Kaisa. And how about giving that kill over to Ruler, I guess. Down will go the Nexus.
That's the end of this series. Very exciting, very interesting start to the day.
Oh, they're doing it! They're getting in there! And they're going to take down 2. And does anybody die? They're like, oh, you spawned 2, let's kill him. And at the end of the day, it will be Volibear who goes down. Clid, again, sacrifices himself for 3 extra kills for